Well, I'd been a fan of Susie's for a long time, since 1973, and I was too young to go to those concerts when she came in '74, and I was only very young, 6 or 7 years old, and Susie came back for a tour in 1983, just after Laura was born, and I really wanted to go to the concert. So I bought tickets to go to the show, and the tickets turned up in the mail, and it said you had to be over 18, and I was only 14. And I thought, what can I do about this? So Susie was being interviewed on TV, and she had Laura as a baby holding her, and Laura was holding the hotel key, and I could see the name of the hotel she was staying in. So I thought, I'll just ring her and say, I've got a problem, I really want to come and see the show, can you help me out? And anyway, I rang the reception, and reception said, just a minute, we'll try and put you through. They put me through, they came back and they said, I'm sorry, Susie is only accepting international calls. So I thought, what can I do? I'm 14, So I rang back and put a fake American accent on. And the receptionist said, it's you again, isn't it? And I said, yes. And she said, look, the tour promoter's here at the desk, I'll ask him, what do you want? And I said, look, I really need to talk to Susie. And so they went away, they came back and they said, look, Susie's going to leave the hotel around 5 o'clock, come down to the hotel, bring all your records to sign, all that sort of stuff. So I thought, this is my chance. So I went down there, and I waited in the lobby, and I could see the band over in one corner waiting to go, but I couldn't see Susie anywhere. And I was sitting in the lobby with my records, and she came out of the lift. And I said, Susie, and she said, you want to see me? She said, do you want me to sign those records? And I said, no. And I threw them aside. And I said, I really want to see the show tonight, but I can't get in because I'm underage. And she said, oh shit, we'll have to do something for you. So she went away, talked to the promoter, and came back, and they said, you're coming with us. So they took me in the van and took me to the venue, up through the kitchens, hid me backstage, and when Susie came out to perform, then I came out at the side of the stage and sat on the boxes and watched the show. So that's how we first met. And we've been friends ever since. Every time Susie would come back to Australia, I would go to the shows. Then when the internet first started, I built her first website. Self-taught. 1995 we got it up and running, and then after that I started to do merchandise and working on the tours with Susie, and we did some New Zealand tours as well together. And now whenever she comes to Australia, we're in constant contact. I was at her house last year. She's a good friend, very good friend, and I know her routine when she's performing, her schedule. I know when she says she's going to be there at a certain time, she'll actually be there 15 minutes before. So I have to be ready for that. So I've got to stay one step ahead. I'm sure she tries to catch me out, but she hasn't yet.